Hey, what's up guys, Mixoplex here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make gold as a solo player efficiently, effectively, and without really any PvP at all. Now, sometimes, especially when I stream, I typically will do world events for the most profit. Because one, it's exciting, two, why not? But doing a certain activity that I'm going to showcase here is just not something I personally like to do on stream. It's something I do off stream when I'm just looking to hang out, watch a movie, and just make the most amount of gold for my time. What is that, you ask? Well, we'll head to our destination real quick, and I'll show you just what we do for the most amount of gold and the most amount of profit. All right, so we're at a place that I normally don't frequent on stream, but this is probably one of the best places to make gold. So to kind of get things started off, we're going to go ahead and drop our anchor here. Let's head on over to the gold hoarder, and I'm going to explain exactly what you need to do. Now, if you've ever done a vault in the regular biome or the regular areas, it's very much the same, but just a little bit better because the islands are very dense here in this part of the map. But we're going to go ahead and grab a gold hoarder voyage in the Devil's Roar. Again, the difference in voyages is they do have a red border on them, and that is specific to this area, and it's something you will have to keep in mind here while we're doing these. So we're going to go ahead and grab a voyage from the NPC here, and we're also going to vote down our emissary. Now, emissaries are a must-have for this because we're going to be in the DR. Most people do not come to this part of the map. Usually if there's an Athena on the board or on the table, people will tend to roam over here eventually, but most people, if they don't see it within render, they just don't care. All right, we're going to go ahead and drop the voyage. Now, again, if you weren't aware, Devil's War Voyages have this red border on them that makes them specific to the area. Anything in the DR has to be purchased at Mario's Peak Outpost and will have this red border to signify that it is for this region. So let's go ahead and drop this. And we get our compass. So just like a normal vault, we're going to go ahead and follow our compass, see where it takes us for the first clue. Then we're going to try and hurry up and speed through this and just show you just how good this is at grade 5. And so we've arrived at our first destination over here in the DR. Let's go ahead and head on over, see what we can find. Alright, as we got our dig right here, let's go ahead and grab our map piece. Hopefully we get lucky on the first draw. Let's go ahead and see. Unfortunately it was a bust, so we're gonna have to keep doing this, which is still good because it does kind of further increase our our emissary grade. Actually, the more steps you do, the better it becomes, easier it is. But for this, we do need to go further that way for another small island. Luckily, we're getting small islands. We're not having to traverse large islands like Flintlock Peninsula or Ruby's Fall or anything like that. We're simply able to just vibe out over here and see what's what. All right, so the next island appears to be in front of us. It's going to go ahead and take us over to Magma's Tide, it looks like. So we'll knock this out, see what we get. Hopefully we can actually figure out what exactly this is going to be. Unfortunately, we didn't really get any clues, as it really did give us like the worst one of these. So, all right, so we're at our next destination over here. Let's see if we can snag something up real quick. Still unable to get it, but we did get another piece of parchment. Also, when you're doing vaults, you should always check to see if you can get a double hit on the same island. Sometimes it can happen, but it is kind of rare. But I do see it a lot more in the DR. When I tend to do these. So let's try and grab a little bit more supplies. This one's going to be taking us, looks like, further down to the south, probably the southwest, it looks like. So one of the negatives of the DR is, unfortunately, volcanoes are a thing, but with enough preemptive planning and timing and just being able to just keep an eye on these things and know when they're going to erupt can save your boat and all of your hull and really just save your supplies. So we're going to go ahead and wait here for a bit. It's going to take around 5 to 6 minutes, hopefully. All right, so we're on the next location. Where our compass is taking us. Now let's see if we can finally get the freaking piece that we need here. All right. Come on. Alright, so these skeletons that spawn, you're going to want to go ahead and kill these because they do drop loot. And that loot is definitely worth grabbing, especially in the DR, because you can get magma grails, stuff like that. Definitely worth snagging up. We got a Devil's Remnant. We got ourselves another one of the Devils. These will go for around 1,200. Another one of these. And I think that is it. And we still didn't unlock the piece. Let's see if we got the same location here. Oh, it appears we actually did. We got a double hit on this island. We're going to try to not deal with these ocean crawlers just yet. Let's see if we just keep going. And we got the freaking X. Now that is Flintlock Peninsula, if I'm not mistaken. We'll probably go and see it, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be up north. Now the great thing is we got 4 trinkets from here, and we got grade 2 already. Now, unfortunately, we're probably not going to hit grade 5 here, but regardless, I did want to kind of shed some light on how I make gold when I'm not streaming. This is probably my favorite method. It's very, very chill. You don't see a lot of people doing it, which is good if you're a solo, you're just looking to make some coin. Definitely worth doing, and something I really recommend to new players, because I know a lot of people are like, yo, I try to do a world event, I'm not very good at it. You know, I tend to get ganked, or I'm just not having a good time, and it's just not as fun as I thought it would be. What can I do as a solo? And this is literally one of the best things that I can recommend. So let's go ahead and unanchor our ship, get unstuck here because we don't want our boat to despawn. Let's go ahead and look at our map. And like I said, we're gonna have to go to Flintlock Peninsula, go to the northeast corner, and dig up our key right there, and hopefully we get Flintlock Peninsula, as it is, I believe, a vault as well. So let's head on over to Flintlock and let's see what we get. Alright, so we're at Flintlock Peninsula. We're just at our location. Should just be just south of here, so let's see what we get. I'm hoping we get this island. I'm pretty sure there's a vault here. For some man, I haven't done these in about a week or so, so I'm feeling kind of scuffed, if I'm being honest. Let's see if we can snag this up real quick. And there we go. Let's snag it up. Yo, we got a bunch. Wow, look at that. Got a lot of AI spawning right now. Alright, we went ahead and completed the voyage. Let's see what we get. We got ourselves 4 trinkets actually. Holy crap, check that out. Another Devil's Remnant. Not bad, not bad. We got a Magma Grail. Nice. Those are basically villainous level gold right there. Actually very good. We got a Brimstone Casket as well. Hoping we can get 3 from these actually. Between this and then the chest. What do we get here as well? Another Magma Grail. Grade 3. No problem. Let's go ahead and see if we can dig this up real quick. See what key we get. And let's go ahead and open it up. And we got Fetcher's Rest. Now, Fetcher's Rest is relatively close, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll go ahead and harpoon this all up. Knock this out. Let's see what we get. We should get about maybe 3.5 here. If we're lucky. Alright, Fetcher's is literally just north of us, which is good because that vault is actually pretty good, easy to pull things out of. So let's go ahead and head on over to Fetcher's Rest real quick. Alright, so we've arrived at Fetcher's Rest. Now, the good thing about Fetcher's is it's probably one of the best, if not the best, to offload. So let's go ahead and take our key. We're going to go ahead and park right here. We're going to go ahead and drop the anchor. For the reason why you want to drop the anchor in the Devil's Roar is because, well, earthquakes tend to happen, and when the earthquakes happen, if your boat isn't anchored, your boat will literally drift out to sea, and it is the weirdest thing. I've done it plenty of times. There's nothing worse than trying to, you know, do a stack or do some vaults or doing whatever in the DR, and it turns out, yeah, your boat just kind of disappeared. So let's go ahead and put this in here. And voila. Now, this is something a lot of people don't actually know, and I'll explain how to do this relatively easy. Now, again, we're a solo here, so we're gonna have to try to limit the time wasted here, but we need to go ahead and look for a medallion right away. We're gonna do this with just one medallion. You don't need all three, actually. So we'll see how to do this in just a moment here. All right, we actually got one literally right there for us. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this right here and grab that. Drop this. Ashen Marauders are actually huge coin and are definitely worth grabbing. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. All right, so we got the first clue. That is crown. So we got crown left, or lock on the left. Key on the right, and then we have one of these. All right, so it's not this one. We're going to check this one right here. So we got chain, this right here. Actually, I made the mistake here. And voila. Alright, so we'll grab ourselves the chest of ancient tribute. We'll put this outside. Alright, so we're gonna go up here and try to hurry up and parkour our way through here real quick. Now the biggest thing here is you're gonna want to grab the trinkets. Now these are probably, if not the most profitable part of these, is the trinkets. Depending on the roll that you get, you can get quite a bit of these actually. So definitely worth grabbing every one of them if you can. Let's go ahead and grab this. Alright, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to grab everything here as we are a solo. And let's go. And that is it. Now we did miss a couple of marauders up top, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I did waste a lot of time here, but let's go ahead and start moving this stuff. Now we did get grade 3. Now thing about the vaults is you don't actually get progression as you're doing them. So all right, so let's go ahead and start moving this stuff over to our ship. It's gonna take a little bit here, so let's go ahead and get things going. One of the placements I recommend here is you put them on top of the rock. You should be able to harpoon them relatively easy. Now if you do have a harpoon, or if you have a teammate, a rowboat is amazing here actually, and will make this so much easier. So let's go ahead and get everything on the ship, and then we'll head on over back to Morrow's Peak, where we can go and see just how much we made from this quick little hole here. All right, so we're back at Morrow's Peak Outpost with all of our treasure here. Now unfortunately we were only able to get grade 3 off this turn-in, but regardless we were able to pull ourselves some serious profit. Now this is about, we're starting here at 124, 869, 487. So not a bad total to start off with, but one of the things I wanted to kind of make it known with this is, well, in the DR everything has a multiplier that makes it so good. And one of the reasons why I tell people who are brand new, consider going to the DR, try to get used to it if you can. Unfortunately it is kind of a horrible area for environmental damage, but just from that alone right there, we were able to pull a 6k pull off that one single chest. Now again, ideally you do want to turn in a grade 5, but since we're kind of pressed for time right now, we're gonna go ahead and turn in a grade 3. Unfortunately we weren't able to find that much in terms of trinkets, or really anything on the way back. You know, if we could have, we probably would have pulled more cash, but normally in grade 5 these are probably giving you around 3,000 to 4,000, which is insane. And considering if you do have another person on board to kind of help you vary things out of the vault, this just becomes even more time efficient, more efficient in general. But again, the biggest thing is we're turning at grade 3, so we're only turning at like what, 1.5, so we're actually missing a full multiplier, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But even right there, we were able to pull 3,300 off a singular captain's chest, and unfortunately, with our vault, we actually got a lot of marauders. We didn't really get any captains, even at the very top. I think we got like one, which is just weird. I've never seen that many Marauders actually. So one of the things people need to also, you need to keep in mind while thinking about the Devil's Roar is when you're spending your time PvPing and you're like considering playing a Reaper, if you're not able to defend your loot, you're kind of wasting time and you're not being efficient with your time if you're looking to make the most coin. You know, the moment you start to PvP and if you get in a long drawn out fight where, you know, you won't sink, they won't sink, you're drawing it out for an hour or two, no one wins, or you just end up sinking so fast that you just lose your ship, you lose your supplies. It just sucks, and it's not really, again, efficient use of your time if you're looking to make some coin. Whereas the DR vaults are definitely one of the best things in the game because, one, you're not going to find many people out here. Every time I've done one of these casual stacks where it's just me and I'm just vibing out to a movie, I'm hanging out, you know, talking in, you know, Discord, or I'm just, you know, hanging out with my bestie. Literally, I can maybe see one other boat here, and they usually tend, for the most part, have loot because, again, most people don't come over here. So, like, if you're gonna stack, why not stack in the DR, right? So, just another thing to consider. Well, I know the environmental stuff like volcanoes can be very frustrating, and trust me, I know. I've been meatballed plenty of times. It is definitely worth it. And from what I've also been able to gather, if you don't already know, if you are a fan of Ancient Skeletons, one of my friends who literally spends all of his time in the DR recently told me he was able to, I think he said he's documented over 100 Ancient Skelly kills, which, if you don't know, Ancient Skelly is the premium currency for the store over his course since the DR's release. So, in the addition of those Ancient Skellies. So, something to keep in mind as well. DR is kind of a hot spot for Ancient Skellies. So, hey, free currency is always good, right? But that's something you can't really play around because it is just RNG, unfortunately. All right, and that is the final thing we have here. Now, we're going to go ahead and tally it up. We have 912,000 gold, 452. So we made 31 plus 12. We made about 43,000 gold for that short 30 to 40 minutes. Now, again, we probably could have made another 15, 20K, depending on the, you know, the RNG really. But in honestly, a better vault. That vault was really just crap. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of trinkets. It was a lot of Marauders chests. But regardless, this is how we make our fortune when we're just relaxing. This is the best way if you're looking to make coin as a solo. You really cannot beat DR vaults for this reason. They're hands down probably one of the easiest, just relaxed ways of making gold. With one, the perks being there's not a lot of people in the Devil's Roar. You get the Ashen bonus for reputation and gold. On top of the emissary bonus, you're already going to be pulling about around 3.5 times rep and gold just off these pieces, which is just great from a gold and both a reputation perspective. So if you're looking to get PL, if you're looking to make some coin, Devil's Roar really is the best for almost everything, especially Gold Hoarder and Order of Souls. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know for a lot of people you're gonna be like, dude, the DR is just not that fun. Trust me, I know. I'm not a big fan of it either, but when you're looking to make coin, if you're looking to make a decent amount of gold relatively easy and really just not having to deal with a lot of people, the DR is literally one of the quietest places in the game. And most people like myself who tend to PvP quite a bit, I don't go to this region. It's something I'm just not a fan of, especially when I have a lot of supplies. I don't want to put that at risk to a meatball. So keep that in mind if you're looking to, you know, stack a bit. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure if you guys haven't, make sure you hit that like button. Leave us down a comment below. Did this guide help you in any way? Make sure if you haven't, check out our other videos in the Mix Academy series, and also check out our other videos as well. Looking for stream highlights or other crazy activities that we've done over the years. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.